Fall is almost here. It's late summer, which is a beautiful time of year, but if you're a fashion enthusiast like myself, you're likely very excited to get into fall where we get to play with different fabrics and a lot of layering, which can make making your outfit so much more fun than in the summer seasons where we have to keep it fairly simple. So today we're gonna talk about how to transition your summer wardrobe into your fall wardrobe. My name is Marcel, welcome to my YouTube channel, Dapper. And to figure out how we actually transition that, we're gonna look at three main things. One, which pieces should you keep that you wore this summer but can still wear in the fall? Two, which of those pieces should go into storage, pieces that you love that you might not want to get rid of and wear again next year? And three, what pieces should you part ways with and how do you part ways with them? Do you sell them? Do you donate them? Do you throw them in the trash? Quick answer, you do not throw them in the trash. Please don't do that. But we're gonna talk about some alternatives that can make you money and or at least elongate the life of the piece that you wore in your wardrobe. So with that said, let's get it started. A few pieces specifically that I want to talk to you guys about, so I'll meet you over there. So, to figure out what we can keep or what we should get rid of / store, we're gonna look at three deciding characteristics. One is fabric, two is color, and three is silhouette overall, and we're gonna actually approach this by silhouette. So let me get started with the first silhouette, and that's a light jacket. There's a myriad of light jackets, so there's gonna be a bit more of a conceptual approach, but what I have here are two pieces from Zara. One, a silk jacket, and two, this little, I don't even know what this is called, I guess just a casual jacket in a bright yellow. There isn't really a reason to get rid of those nice bright colors just because the seasons are changing. I think this can actually be like a statement where like you are literally the sunshine that now has left the chat. But I think it's really fun if you keep the rest of the outfit muted to still have one pop of color, maybe pick it up somewhere else to kind of just stand out along that dull, darker crowd that we generally see out in the fall. Now in terms of fabric, this is a thicker cotton, so easily works in the fall. This, on the other hand, is a bit more of a silky finish, so it has a cooler feel to it. This definitely still works in the fall, especially if you layer it on top of something that's a bit thicker to give you some more warmth. But I think both of these pieces actually can easily transition into the fall if you love them and you think you're gonna wear them some more. So a bottom line on light jackets, you may not have even worn them so much in the summer because it was too hot where you're from, but obviously light jackets are a key piece to transition and to layer into the fall. So keep that in mind and just pay attention to color and fabric. I'll teach you a little bit more about both those things in this video, but let me at least set that straight. Now let's move on to suiting and one particular fabric which you're likely going to want to get rid of in the fall, and that is linen. We've got a casual chocolate brown linen suit in my hand from Suit Supply. Now, this is a fairly thick linen and I would wear this in the early fall still, maybe. But linen just has that summer look, and linen is also a very dry, very rigid fabric that is literally supposed to take heat away from your body. That's why it's a summer fabric. So linen might not be the best choice when it comes to the fall, even if it's a beautiful chocolate brown color like this one. So that's on color. A bright yellow can work, but even something that dark, depending on the fabric, might just not be the vibe. Same thing applies to long shirts. Now anything long sleeved is gonna be great for the fall generally to layer. A linen shirt in bright colors might not be the best way to go. I'm going to retire this until, you know, the sun comes back out in the spring at some point. A denim shirt is a much better example of something that you may have worn throughout the summer that easily goes into your fall wardrobe. To me, this is actually almost more of a fall staple than it is a spring summer staple. This one right here, both of these actually are from Mango, but this is gonna stay out for my fall wardrobe. This is gonna get retired until next year. Now short sleeve shirts generally aren't the most fall vibe, but if you layer them underneath the jacket, no one has to know that there's actually a sleeve missing. But these two are actually examples of shirts that I would not get into my fall wardrobe. Why? Fabric and how they're made. On my left, I'm holding from Zara a seersucker shirt, the next ultimate summer fabric that is not going to keep you remotely warm nor look like it's a fall piece, no matter what you do. On the right, another piece from Zara, another short sleeve shirt that has that crochet, I need to look this up. I feel like I'm stumbling over this a third time now, holding up the shirt in different videos. Anyway, you see that it's a very loose knit, meaning there's a lot of air coming through, not a lot of heat retention. It looks like a summer, like a beachy piece. These pieces should not be part of your essential fall wardrobe, so don't hold on to them, it's not gonna make a lot of sense. These two are much better examples of what you can hold on to. On my left from Samso and Samso, on my right from Best Mate. Here we have like that nice chambray fabric, on the left a thicker cotton fabric. Both of these shirts I wore throughout the summer because they're short sleeve, but they can easily layer on top of a t-shirt, even a tank top with a jacket up top, and you can make these work specifically because of the color. Here we have a nice tan color with some brown, on the right a simple darker blue. Very versatile pieces and great for the fall. Now, t-shirts are going to stay your essentials in the fall, ideally long sleeve as we lean towards winter, but this in particular is a piece from Walmart's free assembly collection in white and light orange stripes. Now, I said before you can go for a color pop, but this t-shirt, as simple as this design is, literally just screams summer to me, so I'm going to retire this one until next season as well. It's not a strong enough color pop to stand out and work with those darker colors. It's a little too muted, so if you're gonna go for color, I say go for a lot of color or maybe just skip it. I got two pieces from ASOS right here, a simple t-shirt and a simple long sleeve. Here, a nice green color that's gonna stand out, lean a bit more into your earth colors, or of course your essentials, a gray color right here. If you have a lot of these types of shirts, do not put them in storage. They're gonna be essential to your fall wardrobe. Now I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about the fact that I say that you can still wear your tank tops as a base layer in the fall. Now this is a bit more location dependent and it is a bit more, stylized and maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm going to be wearing tank top looks still, maybe with a cardigan up top, maybe then with a trench coat up top. You saw how much I love these this summer and wore them all the time, so I'm gonna play with them a little bit more throughout the early fall, mid-fall. So I'm not gonna put this away, also because it's an undershirt, and why would I put it away? I'm gonna actually use this now for the function it was designed for, which is keeping me warm. Yeah, so don't get rid of your tank top, and I think this can be a really fun one to play with if that's something you wanna explore. If you say, Marcel, you're crazy, put that thing away, you know what, right now, I'm gonna listen to you. On to pants, and I don't need to say much here because I'm gonna repeat myself. On the right from Suit Supply, a pair of linen cargo pants. On the left from Zara. You see I still have the tag on because I bought this recently. I think I'm just gonna return it. A pair of relaxed seersucker pants. If you listened early in the video, linen and seersucker, a no-no for the fall, just because of heat retention, just because of the style, the aesthetic, and there's technically, it's after Labor Day, so technically no white pants at all anymore. We'll get to that in a second. Should be quite obvious and straightforward why these are now not the best choices. But if you wore some jeans this summer, if you wore some chinos this summer, if you wore some white jeans this summer, then absolutely you should keep those as essentials for the bottom half of your body throughout the fall season. I do not give two bleep. I don't care about the Labor Day rules. I think winter whites absolutely rule, especially throughout the fall. Of course, it's gonna get muddy, it's gonna get rainy, so on a rainy day, don't wear your white jeans, you're gonna absolutely mess them up. There is a functional aspect to the whole no white after Labor Day, but it's actually an antiquated idea that is very classist, if not racist, so I say screw that. Have fun with these. If you need some inspo on how to wear white jeans in the fall winter, trust me, you'll get enough on this channel. And while we're on that, subscribe. Why don't ya? Now the last piece of clothing I want to talk about is obviously the short. Depending on where you are, they can work or they can not work. If it stays warmer where you are for a while longer and it's technically already fall, but it still feels like it's late summer, definitely wear these. These right here are from ASOS, a pair of beautiful shorts in gray. And I feel like I don't need to say much more. I just wanted to show these. Once again, stating the obvious, shorts, not the ideal choice of pant for the fall. Now in terms of footwear, there's really just two things I want to point out. In my left hand, I'm holding a tan suede penny loafer. In my right, from Puma, a white and gray sneaker. Now, why am I holding these two? Because you might be tempted to put both of these in storage. One, because this is a very summer shoe, and here I would agree with you. A loafer is exposing a large part of your foot. It is suede. It is a light color, generally not ideal. Of course, if you live in Miami, you don't necessarily care. You can keep wearing these, but white sneakers are a year-round shoe for me. It can, of course, get a little messy. Same thing as before with the white jeans. You don't want to be wearing these when it's rainy, muddy out, but there's ways to protect your shoes by spraying them. There's ways to clean your shoes. And if you opt for a nice all leather silhouette rather than a suede, then you can actually wear these even in the rain if it's not too crazy. But I feel like a few comments are gonna try and crucify me for even saying this. But in terms of footwear, something like this, retire. Something like this, keep around. Just watch out a little. And then one more little note until we start talking about what to do with these pieces. Sunglasses are not to be stored this fall winter, especially in the winter. The UV rays of the sun are just as strong in the fall and winter as they are in the summer, especially if you're higher up on a mountain where the air is a bit thinner. So protecting your eyes is gonna stay important throughout the entirety of the year. So do not retire these just because you think, you know, summer, sunglasses, sunshine. No, sunglasses in the winter too. And bonus, you get to actually still have fun with sunglasses in the fall and winter. A great way to accessorize, you know, next to the beanie and next to the scarf and gloves and all the fun things that we're about to start putting on our bodies. Now, if you're planning on storing your summer clothes, I want to point out two main things. One is a big one, and that is to vacuum seal and store your clothes that way. Those bags are really affordable on Amazon. You can order them and they'll probably be at your doorstep tomorrow. You create the vacuum with the actual vacuum you have at home. Most of them work for it. And what that does is not only save you a ton of space wherever you store your clothes, whether that's a storage unit or in your garage or in your cellar or in, I don't know, somewhere in your closet, but it also keeps the moisture away. It keeps moths away, and it just protects it from any odors so that when you unlock it, yes, you're gonna have to steam them a bunch, but you have a nice and tight package that is stored away safely, and once you get it back out, everything is gonna feel like it's brand new once you give it that steam or iron, whatever you wanna do. And two, I tend to keep some of my favorite summer pieces in a separate vacuum bag just because I might go on a warm weather trip, whether that's somewhere in the south, whether that's somewhere to the other side of the world. Like my fiance is from Brazil, so going to Brazil when it's our winter, it's their summer. So I need like a concise little capsule wardrobe for the summer in case I go to a warm weather region. So just keep that in mind and don't put everything away. You can really give yourself you know, a leg up on this whole situation if you plan ahead and put that back somewhere separately. Now, last step, you've gone through your entire wardrobe. You figured out what pieces you want to keep, what pieces you want to play with this fall, and what pieces you might want to put in storage because you're excited to wear them again next spring and summer. But there's a bunch of pieces that didn't fit in either of those categories. What to do with them? That's a question that is somewhat easily answered. There's a bunch of options that you have at this point. One is selling them online. The two most prominent platforms for me to do that are Poshmark, the website, and the app Depop. Depop is kind of like a social media app that is centered around selling clothes and buying used clothes, and Poshmark is a website doing the exact same thing. There's obviously eBay, there's Craigslist, there's other ways, but those two are very fashion centered and I think are a great way to make sure that your maybe once upon a time favorite pieces end up with someone else that's really going to enjoy them. Two, you can rent out your clothing. If you have some higher end stuff, there's a new company, at least new company to me, they've been around for a while, called Wardrobe. I'm gonna link all of this down below for you guys to check out. You can apply to get your clothes rented by other people and actually make money off that week after week, month after month. I recently just posted my clothes on there, so if you guys wanna check that out, there's a few dope coats on there for fall, winter, but that's a great option as well. Three, you can always donate your clothes. Before you throw them out, please make sure that you give them to someone else who might actually need just a piece of clothing. It's very important to help out the homeless and those in need, especially when the temperatures drop, because that's when the climate really gets brutal and fashion can help. So make sure that your clothes go to good use, please. Point number four, you of course can sell your clothes to thrift stores. Now, thrift stores here in New York are great, but all over the world they can be great, they can be not so dope, but two main ones I want to call out are Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange. The upside is you get money right away when you sell your clothes versus Depop or Poshmark where you have to wait until someone buys it. Downside is you only get 30% of what they are selling it for, which could be even less than what you would want for it in the first place. Upside is you can get 50% store credit and then you can thrift some other clothes, maybe some more fall pieces. So it's something just to keep in mind, and also the reason I'm listing it in the fourth place. So that's it for today. If you want, I would love to shoot a video with the actual pieces I wore this summer and transitioning them into fall outfits. Leave a comment down below. I would love to shoot a video with actual summer to fall outfits, but I hope this video helped you not only on sorting out what you want to keep, but how to store those things and how to get rid of the stuff that you want to get rid of in an effective and sustainable way. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave comments generally just down below, not just about whether or not I should make another video. I hope you like this, and I'll see you guys very soon with the next video that is now really going to be starting to focus on fall content, so I'm excited for that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. Until then, as always, stay dapper. Bye y'all.